It's more than just a game here in the World Rugby Under-20 Championships. Let me waste no time introducing my co-commentator today, former Springbok Joel Stransky. Joel, it's a big one.
It's a big one, and as you said, it's definitely more than just a game. It is a monumentous occasion. Home ground advantage for the young South African team. They were pretty decent in the Rugby Championship. A draw against the All Blacks in atrocious conditions. A loss to the home side Australia and a good win over Argentina. They've laid a decent platform. They'll want to build on that. As for Fiji, good in the Pacific challenges, but this is the big stage. They will now need to raise their game up another level to take on a very big, very powerful South African under-20 side, particularly with home ground advantage, and we know what that counts for. The South African fans, not a massive crowd, but they've certainly come in to support their team, and they were loud in the anthem. They'll be loud in the game.
Tremendous spirit of competition at this year's World Under-20 Championship. It really is up for grabs, Joel.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, you know, the winners of each pool go through to the semi-finals, and the best place second team go through. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard. You've got to win your pool, or you've got to be right up there in a very strong second place, and that means bonus points. It means a tight loss. It means points difference. So all those things we don't want to consider.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for kickoff? Join me in counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The time is now. The final match of the day is underway. Fiji send it high in a great contest. Almost takes it out of the arms of Joel Leotlela. Morse clears. Hits the big man, J.F. van Heerden. And Morse, from a slightly more central position, able to put in a contestable kick. And what a contest it is underneath that ball.
Oh, it's a great take, isn't it? Super kick. Perfectly weighted. Hanging up there. Gave the chasers a good chance to get there. But Nui Salela, Leki Tonga was up in here. Second chase for him. Two real good contests, one real good take. Fiji on the front foot. Big heavy pack of forwards that always seem to produce these athletic big men. And there is one weakness in the Fijian game that we look at it, the set phase. The line-out will be massively important for them tonight.
Moses Rabula hits the two ball, but the baby boxer waiting right there, fortuitously falling back into the hands of the Fijians, who initiate their attack from within their opposition's 22. Tuidraki on the charge. Nawai gets it free. As far as Koroyari, strong defense, slower ball for Fiji. Nawai. Thanginavanua on the charge. Here's Nawai. Ravula, a half gap opening. And quickly shutting. In over the ball. Mpafi.
Little maybe fortuitous in the defensive structure there, the junior Springboks, but boy, they were good at the breakdown. Nice little bit of vision there from, I think it was Rambitu. Fijian midfielder who saw the gap, almost went through the rush defense, getting caught, and that's another kick that hasn't found touch.
The son of a former Springbok misses touch as Liam Kun does not see it cross the line, and Fiji back in possession. And now Nawai. Nawai. Basialo. It's the number 10 Kikau, one of the youngsters in the team. A lot of responsibility naturally on that number 10 jersey. Compromised. Nawai gets it free to Kikau. Not the best of kits. Presenting an opportunity for Mikhail Diamond. Julius to Bacchus. Straightforward carry from the hooker. Morse calling for protection now. You can anticipate a contestable kick. Sent centrally for Lorenzo Julius to chase, taken in by Basialo, chopped down. Fiji now in their own half and being driven backwards by Captain Zachary Porton and friends. Kikau sending it downfield. Kuhn waits.
Retreat, stay.
And responds in kind. This stays in field, and Fiji will start from the right wing with Basialo. Chip over the top, poorly measured. Taken in by Litelihle Beste. Morse. No kick this time from Morse. They play it to the blind, asking questions. And Pathi, who made that early turnover, compromised.
Well, a good strong defense from Fiji, using that touchline well, shutting the space down and tackling the smaller man into touch. Nice little bit of play though. South Africa for the first time, a little bit of ball in hand, just going through one or two phases. It is like chess, you cut and thrust and make a few moves and see what happens, and Fiji were up to it. You also, if you're Fiji, you know what you're getting from any South African team. Big strong carriers and a very hard set phase.
Another contested line-out time. Clean ball for Fiji this time. Erenavula taking it, and in the midfield, significant contact on Koroyari. Oh, the dummy from Nawai almost got himself a half gap. Rambitu filling in at half back. The difficult pass. Erenavula takes it to ground. Another bouncing ball for Fiji. They're going to have to tidy up. Morse back there to cover. Beats the first defender. Looks to initiate a counter, driven into touch.
He's in touch.
Oh, solid defense from Rambitu. A bit of kicking so far as well. Both teams clearly understanding how important territory is, trying to just chase the opposition back a little bit. A bit of kicking down the middle as well, saying if you're going to beat us, you've got to counter-attack, you've got to come from deep, and that is a proper hit. Oh, I think he may have kept that in, actually.
So Fiji back onto the attack. Both sides having a few early opportunities. Clear to Fangi Namanua.
Well, that's gone forward.
Clear forward.
Nice little handling from Novano. Look at this, it's a beautiful pop pass before that, just trying to slip it out the tackle. Not going to hand, unfortunately. Ravula. First scrum of the game. Well, we keep saying it, South African rugby is just this plethora of big, strong, scrummaging front rowers, and certainly a whole lot of them in this team. This will be a challenge for Fiji. Big and strong and powerful, but sometimes the bigger team with a better technique comes out on top in the set phase.
Crouch! Bind! Up. Come on, boys, we need to be patient. Okay? Patient. Both sides. Both sides. Patience. Patience. This is a new mark. Crouch!
Pretty steady scrum, maybe dead straight. They don't really want any wheel. The scrum off has got to stay beyond the mouth, so that helps with the new interpretations. Oh, massive scrum from South Africa.
Those two dangerous. Right to the whistle, you stop.
South African rugby fans will be jumping up for joy right now. They're so used to seeing that, and there it comes again.
Number 3.
Huge scrum.
Under pressure.
Liam Kun on debut. Looking for touch and finding it this time.
Oh, this is a massive scrum. Looks all steady to start with, and then slowly that Fijian scrum buckles, and through go the Spring Under 20 Springboks, sending out a clear message.
Buckers hits his mark on the money. It's J.F. van Heerden. Absolutely towering lock forward for the Baby Box, who represents the Bulls. Already at franchise level, a penalty advantage. Fiji not staying behind that rolling maul, and now South Africa must use the ball. Bull with a beautifully timed pass to Hlekani. Hlekani asking the big questions. Dragged down 4 meters short. South African ball. Nobody there to clear. Ruan Swart steps in. Numbers out to the left. Numbers galore. They keep it tight. Do the young South Africans. Fiji defending for their lives.
Abani's offside.
Bodies in the way of Buckers. Here they come again with Jacobs.
Tails up.
Oh, what a step.
Offside.
What a step. That's a better Hlekani. With a step that
Number 9
the
offside.
best number 12 in the world would be happy with. Held up over the line. Really composed attack though from South Africa. Good maul.
Here. Over here. Over
Good
here.
running options.
Oh, here's the man.
Power, strength, guile, everything you want.
From the penalty, it will be a tap and go. Bit of misdirection. And they hit Julius! First points on the board for the baby Bucks. It's a try for Lorenzo Julius.
Oh, it's so clever, wasn't it? We've seen a lot of these little tap and go penalty moves. This one with a little shift and then the skip pass across the pod that was formed. And Julius was asked to carry it up strongly, and he carried it up into the back. Strong step and then the stretch. Brilliant stuff from the number 13.
Already got. Thank you.
Kun raising the flags, turning 5 points into 7 for the baby Boks. They are the first on the board.
Well, really good play from South Africa. Strong in the set phase, already dominant at scrum. The line-out was good, the maul decent. The step from the second rower, Hlekani. And then, of course, Julius rounding off with a clever little move. Well organised and rip-roaring and ready for action, look, the Springboks.
Bongidrao Kikau sends it high to get the match back underway. A testing one indeed over the head of Van Heerden. An advantage to the young South Africans. Morse in position. He's got some big boys waiting outside him. Buckers making meters. Morse calling for protection. So busy at the base of that ruck. He sent another one high for Leo Clela to chase. Brilliantly taken indeed by Basialo. Nawai returns in kind. Slightly longer, but Kwon can't handle at the first time of asking, sends it downfield. Basialo receives.
Get back, wait. Get back.
And will respond. Liam Kun underneath it once more. This time not kicking centrally, seeing some grass to kick into on the opposite side of the field. Which way does the bounce take it? Trailing away from Fiji. Under pressure now, they fire one inside. It's all on still. Trying to get up and compete once more. Lili Bester. Bester makes his tackle and the South Africans come piling in. Fiji desperate.
Off it.
Great pressure. Unrelenting pressure in that moment. Liam Kun may have dropped the first kick. When it came back to him, this booming boot put Fiji under enormous pressure. The chase was good. The chase back from Fiji possibly a little bit slow, and then no real option to kick, and in the tackle, driven backwards. It's all about the South African big guys coming in here. Should have kicked it there. Didn't have a left foot by the look of things. Southern bow. And that South African pack of forwards, one or two backs in there as well, just piled on through, and the pressure overwhelming.
Van Heerden the target again. Bear in mind the rolling maul can only be stopped once under the new laws. So far, South Africans allowed to continue as they are making progress. But now they've been stopped, and referee Rivero wants them to use the ball, and the players in green and gold go again. Hlekani is dominating out there in the opening salvos of this match. Morse hits Jacobs. Here's Morse again. Couple of players out to the right, and now they've got a 2-on-2 situation. Cutting through the line, Mikhail Damon.
scored it. Shouldn't really have been allowed to score. The Fijians numbered up in defence, but just that little arc he ran onto the outside shoulder, all the pace, small and nimble, and look at him go. Pauses in the defence there. Through he is, and over he goes. It's just another superb South African score. And good reason to celebrate. Pass was a good one. You know what you get with South Africa, a couple of big runners and then it goes wide, and if the arc is good and there's a bit of space, those speedy outside backs will punish you.
Thanks, mate. Say it again, please.
Liam Kun, oh yes, started outside the post and sends it bending through. It's 14 points to 0. South Africa lead.
Well, again, it was the second row, Ashlakani, who was dominant, making the ball carry, getting them into good positions, rounded off by the outside backs.
Minutes, 14 points. Kikau kicks us back off. With South Africa having scored twice within the opening 15 minutes.
Here's it!
Morse, how busy has he been? Sends it away to the imposing number 8, Tian Jacobs. Here's Kun.
Stay.
He hangs one up outside. This is a contestable one. Lorenzo Julius underneath the ball.
It's
As his best
green.
tap back towards the South African side. Brilliantly done by Calavetti.
That's my green again.
Huge tackle fight from both sides. Flag raised.
So you say it's a tackle, there's no release. Okay. Wait. Captain. The play was in touch, but first, the number 9 never released. It's going to be a penalty over here because the tackle doesn't release. Okay? 10 meters, please.
Against Fiji.
He is the mark.
You're going to forward when you're already 14 points down after 14 minutes. There's a little bit of ill discipline.
No clear release.
Ball came from the assistant on that side.
Thanks, sir.
It's not going to suit Liam Kun's left boot. Again, got a game on this. Oh, he's got him by the hip, yeah, that's the problem. And then the foot. He's doing everything to drag him into touch.
Luca Bacchus making his run-on debut for the South Africa under-20 side. One more debutant on the bench in Likona Finta. Bacchus tucked in there, not fully protected on the right side. He'll be eager to get it back to Morse. Morse sends it over the top for Bester to chase. Two brilliant chasing wings that Baby Boks have. But how about that for a take from the flying number 10, Kikau? Noai plays it away, and Fiji under pressure on their own ball. Send a cross kick. Expensive stuff. Doesn't work out.
Not a bad idea, actually. There seemed to be a bit of space on the near side.
Right, just in the middle.
Kick was just wiped a little bit left than possible to gather. Problem for Fiji now is once you've kicked it into touch, the South African line-out has operated pretty well so far.
Bacchus feeds and Van Heerden takes again. Morse compromised, juggles and gets it away. Under tremendous pressure there, Joel Leotlela has done well in the end. Here's Kun to clear the lines. Sending this one central again. It's almost half contestable. Julius rushing up after that one, as is Bull. And Fiji, if they were thinking about launching a counter, it was a tough one. The bounce, a tough one for Kun, but it's fallen into the welcoming arms of Damon. Damon's going to take it back at them. Chip and chase from the number 15. Fingertips, but he couldn't keep it in. What a pass. Tremendous contact between Thanganavanua and Jacobs. Noai gets it free. Koreadi does a lot of the hard yards for this Fijian side, and those yards will be extremely hard against a motivated Baby Boks side today. Liam Kun hanging back there, ready for all of the clearing Fijian kicks, sends it downfield to Basialo. He thinks he can find a gap between Kun and the touchline. Ends up not getting there, and Kun has to deal with another bouncing ball. Here comes Klekani again. The first tackle they're always dealt with. Sharma steps up to the plate for the Fijians and makes the hit. Lorenzo Julius with a brilliantly timed pass. Here comes Bull. Bull gets it outside to Bester. The grabber kick downfield, very well picked up under pressure and sent back. But Klekani has some space to run into. Sends it to Jacobs. Away to Damon. Didn't see the player coming from the blind side. Is that an early tackle perhaps from number 7 and Pafi?
Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Still a fair bit of kicking going on with that prodigious left boot of his, as we see a massive hit coming in from that left-hand side. Nui Salele, Leki Tonga, smashing back Mikael Damon. Oh. He's going, thank goodness I had my gum guard in. Oh, that hurt. He can smile still though. There's been a few smaller guys who've taken hits from some of the Pacific Island players, Fiji, Samoa in particular, that haven't got up from those tackles. He's done well to get up as Mikael Damon.
What a start for Klekani.
Oh, best stepper on the field at the moment. Brilliant ball in hand, reads the play well, and obviously he's pretty decent in the lineouts because the South African lineouts been going well. What a great advantage it is to have a ball carrier like that who can make the hard yards into the traffic and also run it into space, knowing where the space is and knowing where to step to. Well, the home fans will be pretty excited. It's been a good start from the South Africans.
Yeah, okay. Come on.
Scrum time for Fiji. One scrum, one catastrophic penalty drive back confidence losser it was. They'll have to play quickly, I think.
Crouch! Up. You go first. Because of the lock. Okay.
Asaya Navai, very quick to run around there and look for the free kick, tap and go, trying to take it away from this area of the game where South Africa is so strong.
Because of course, if a free kick is awarded, teams cannot call a scrum from a free kick any longer.
Yeah, some real interesting, not law variations, but changes to the laws that have been played this tournament. Touched on some of them. Obviously the maul, just the one use it, then you've got to use it or lose it. The scrum half can't go around. Who stays behind the game line, and South Africa just come piling in again.
This is number 1. Music is by forward rock.
Under enormous pressure. This is Brayton Major.
Shot, boys.
Well, he's got a huge boot, does Liam Kun, but I'm not sure when you up by 14 points and you're so dominant in the tight face, the best decision is to take the 3. Bearing in mind, you've got to either win every game or you've got to accumulate bonus points and points difference.
He has 30 seconds.
His father was a great kicker of the ball. His father was also a great kicking coach, so
Liam Kun.
oh, never in doubt, was it? Great strike, plenty of distance. Here's the dad, Louis. He'll be a proud father tonight.
Another 3 points to the tally of Liam Kun. And South Africa leads 17-0.
It also sends a message to Fiji that you can't just keep giving away penalties, because we're going to accumulate points. We're going to take every single score we can as another error sneaks in. Which means they'll have to scrum again.
scary hours for the Fijian scrum, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you feel a little bit for the fly of Kakao, but it's a mistake that does happen, particularly when you know your forwards are under pressure. You know you've got to, kick a perfect kick-off, get it up high in the hanging place, give your team a chance to win the ball in an area that other teams may not focus that much on because their set pieces so much better.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Options left and right for the green and gold. Morse feeds, full control at scrum time. They can do whatever they like, win another penalty advantage. Morse gets it free. Slightly congested the backline players, and Damon's kick is half charged.
We have too many penalties in the scrum. Yes, it's the third in a row. You need to change your behavior, or I have to, yes, talk with the boys.
This is where I feel really sorry for teams.
Yes.
When you're getting murdered in the scrum, the ref gives you a warning for being weak and being murdered, and then he says, if you don't get it right, I'm going to send someone off and make it even harder for you.
This is the mark.
This time.
Thank you, Toto.
A few meters further out, if he goes for goal, he'll have the distance. Yeah, he's having a shot. That shot clock will now come into play.
Under pressure.
It's one of the other changes, the shot clock, 60 seconds for penalty still, but conversions now down from 90 to 60. As we see the carnage happening in that front row, Fiji under enormous pressure, and then on that blind side, it's been great. Maleje's gone backwards or up at times, not able to hold his ground in South Africa. Dominant at scrum time, and as a result, dominant in the game.
Long one for the Mkun, not the cleanest strike at all. And Fiji collected behind their own try line, cleared by Nawai.
Cleared brilliantly, actually. It's a beautiful kick. Liam wouldn't want us to comment on his kick, though.
And you would be far better suited than Nigel.
No, we'll just keep on, not his best.
Bacchus, he's had an abrasive start to the match in his run-arm debut. The feed to Van Heerden, who's been absolutely perfect at line-out time thus far. Koen sent it to Bull, a bullocking player in the midfield. Morse, quick ball for the number 9, who gets it away to Jacobs. Some aggressive running. Penalty Fiji.
Off it.
Sealing off straight to ground. That's like Moose. He's quite an interesting little scrum off, isn't he? He's tiny.
Number 5.
Comes around the corner with a lot of aggression, a lot of venom, some real purpose in his running. Holds defenders and then makes the pass. Gives the ball carrier just an extra yard or two to pick his space, pick his hold, and keeps the defensive line just rooted on their tackle line, on the gain line, and they can only really come up once he's made the pass. The ball tackler around the corner nicely. Oh, and then sealing. Definitely good decision by referee Rivero.
Great work at line-out time, Fiji. No jump from their opposition, and Ravula finds his mark, but they've been stopped in their tracks by Jorenzo Julius. Nawai plays it blind. That rushing defense of the baby box, forcing Fiji back inside. Nawai sends it long, not so contestable this one, underneath the ball. Leo Tlela.
Give me 10, please.
Just out, Joe, just out.
Back, please.
Just, I would guess, not the best option, really, on the attack. Front forward ball for Fiji, not out of a lot of possession to kick it away from there.
Sparkles for me.
No knock-on called. Fiji play on. Leo Tlela chasing after his own kick and making the tackle. Nawai gets it away to Koroyari.
That's a penalty.
Cheers, mate. He's knock on and then offside.
Just, when you're under pressure, you just can't afford those errors. Came the knock on and compounded by the fact that a player in front picked it up and gave the penalty away. No shot at goal this time from Liam Quinn. This time it's a kick to the corner. Well, I'll tell you who leads the line so well is Lorenzo Julius, isn't he? He's the man who was in the ball carrier's eyes. Just out the corner of his eyes, he could see the big number 13 coming his way. Eyes off the ball, looked up and dropped it.
Van Heerden takes it yet again. Strong run from Marsh.
Good forward, I agree. Then bang right. Scrum.
Fair dues, good defence. Fijian getting a hand in there, ripping it out of.
Stefan, I left you this side for you.
Mahasha. This game's so much about momentum. Difficult to change momentum sometimes, but momentum just paused at the moment. Fiji just getting in the way, causing a few mistakes.
Crouch. Ball. Set.
Nawai about to feed a Fijian scrum, which will be under pressure, struggling to hook the ball. The baby box come piling in. Moore sends it to Kun. Kun with the cross kick wide. It's all on the bounds for Bester.
I know it's a free play and it's a easy option to go for the kick, but it's
Captain number
probably
3.
wasn't on really. It didn't look
Number
like
3. He's collapsing. He's
Lee Bester was expecting the kick either.
Number 3. There was no way for me. Too many penalties.
Now after a warning, yep, there is. Now this is an issue. Punished in the scrum, under enormous pressure. Fiji now going to be weakened further.
We need a substitution for the scrum. Second. Non-contested or? No. We need to have a substitution, and then we are going to the scrum.
One of the few players that was here in 2023 with the baby flying Fijians, Brayton Leisure, making his way from the field.
And on will come Luke Nassau as a temporary replacement while the 10-minute yellow card is in play. Someone will have to be sacrificed there.
No, just the silent guy. Yeah. Number 10. Number 10.
Well, they've sacrificed number 10. It's an interesting decision. Kakao makes his way.
How do you feel about that, Joe?
Well, I would rather sacrifice one of the backs than another forward, particularly when you're getting scrummed already and you're battling in the line-out. I mean, that's just a recipe for absolute disaster. Most teams would sacrifice one of the wingers. But again, if you're under pressure and your defensive lines are going to be tested, as much as I'd hate to admit it, number 10s are not normally the best defender in that back line. You want to keep your best 6 defenders there.
Crouch. Ball. Set.
Morse feeds the scrum at lightning pace and allows the forwards to get to work. The referee calls him away and Morse sends it to the flying winger Leo Tlela. Stopped in his tracks by a strong shoulder. Penalty Fiji.
He's a mark.
Little psychological win that, actually.
Number 9, off it.
Good moment for Fiji. They'll take confidence from that. They'll look to build on that now. Get out, win a line out, keep the ball in hand for a few minutes, eat down the clock. But you got to win the line out. South Africa again sealing off. It's an area that
This is your mark, Green. This one. Open the gap.
Twice now, maybe even 3 times. Got to stay on your feet. You got to hold up your own body weight. Shortened line out from Fiji.
Moses Rabula with that line out under pressure. Brilliantly done in the end, taken in by May, the captain. The offload right in front of the defensive line. Bester laying waste.
No, he was not part of the tackle. He was not part of the tackle.
Ball above his head.
Scrum, boys.
Silenced him down the middle. South Africa looking to twist the dagger here, choosing the scrum.
Are you still checking this standing up?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So far, so good.
I'm trying to push flat, they're just standing up.
Keep it going. Please, come on, boys. Come on.
Oh, that's got to hurt. Lorenzo Julius with the steal. He's a useful player, isn't he?
Amazing player.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
14 players against 15.
You close your bind. Easy.
Luke Nassau's come on that tight head position now. Can he do a little bit better? Can he hold his own? Medjay couldn't.
You want to move? Just put us in both. You want to move? Yeah, keep going over here.
My Richie, big scrum. Fight. Ball, run there. Hold the another.
Strong, eh? Mike.
Fight, boys, fight.
Oh, you do, come here. Oh, you do, come here. Oi. Why did you do boxing?
Get low. No.
Crouch. Bind.
Oh, watch out.
Set.
Morse takes his time feeding the scrum this time around and gets it out quickly to Bull, away to Lorenzo Julius. Asks the question on the outside. Too elusive. He scores.
Well, too settled down a back-line player in defence. No number 10 on the field. Short one man and punished out wide. Smart, clever play from the junior Springboks. Not going for the big scrum this time, mind you. Realising that the advantage is out wide where Fiji are a defender short, and Julius once again just orchestrating things there beautifully, and then the man on the outside, Leo Clela, with the fast speed stepping inside. Cleverly done, well worked. The shift defense too far across. In he goes.
Excellent.
Try number 3. The Baby Boks are laying the foundations for a big bonus point victory here against Fiji. Kun for the extra 2. He's done it again.
That's a great kick. He's got the hook going from that side. It was windy and blustery earlier. Settled a little bit now. But that is another superb kick. 24 points to 0. Oh, it's great fast speed. Great fast speed.
Around! 14 players on the field. Fiji get us back underway against the 15 of South Africa.
10 meters, please.
Mikhail
Stay.
Damon claiming it off the kickoff, calling the mark, firing it back to Kun, who clears the lines.
Go, Mark.
He does have a massive boot there. Almost a mature kicker of the ball, isn't he? He seems to be kicking it much further than any of the other kickers we've seen this afternoon.
Another fine contest from the Baby Boks, this time Mpafi, Fiji managing to claim possession, but can they present it to their number 9? Number 9 who's had enough of seeing Mpafi there, and giving him a good pat on the shoulder.
It's great strength from Mpafi. Hell of a contest, wasn't it? They were both up at the line out, both got hands on it, came down together, and that's how it finished. Yeah, look at that. Both of them got hands on it, and Puffy just managed to hang on as it seemed Fiji might win it. Territory favouring South Africa just by the 1% possession, by about 10%. Short VGR, South Africa just taking absolute advantage of that space. He's got the big smile, rightly so. He's been outstanding so far this evening. Got the inside pass wonderfully from Lily Bester. Kunagwazi made a real good wide pass onto the angle. Inside ball came, outside, inside again. Oh, just unselfish, reading the play. Great support lines. Wonderful team try from South Africa. Bonus point try already, mind you. 36, 37 minutes in.
Leon Kun pile driving it for another 2 points to the home team.
Poetry in motion, the outside backs combining beautifully. Timing of the pass impeccable, and 7 points thoroughly deserved.
He's checking that, but he says it's nothing. We need to work on your player. Yeah, check. He's over here.
Saver Mbitao has come on wearing the number 3 jersey.
Wow,
That's a great take.
what a kickoff that was from Fiji. Taken in by the youngster Niu Salaleki Tonga on the wing. Nawai centre. Oh, that is a very flat ball from Thangi Navanua. Into the opposition 22. Tremendous opportunity for Fiji has been thwarted by Luka Bacchus.
Are you the captain? I have a complaint every single time I do a penalty. Yeah, for your boys. I have a complaint about every single penalty game. Okay? This is no more. Yeah, you need to respect the values. Okay? Talk to them. Next time I'm gonna be harder with them. Okay? Let's go.
Got a solid jackling there from the South African team again. It was a real shame. Such a good break from Fiji, clean break from Simon Koriadi. Probably too clean, got away from the support players, which just allowed the Springboks in there to jackal at the breakdown. Here he goes, he tried desperately to stay on his feet as long as possible. And there were 3 men in green as opposed to just the 1 man in white, and no contest as the penalty is won.
Bacchus taking this opportunity of his run-on debut with both hands. Feeds another line-out, hits Van Heerden, perfection at line-out time from the green and gold, who now power forward in the final 90 seconds of the first half. Moores his bester, and it's knocked on. Fiji have one last chance to close out the half with points. Great clean out of the ruck there. It looked like Bacchus trying to get another turnover. There are so many abrasive defenders in the ranks of the South Africans. Nawai compromised ball at the base, very slow indeed. Still 14 players on the field for the baby flying Fijians. In over the ball, Jacobs misses the turnover.
It's over.
Bang! Tap and go from Fiji on the back of that massive hit, illegal hit as it was. Nawai carries them forward. And sends one over the top, does Ubi Tau off the bench. A rather aimless kick, and Bester has the chance to counter. Bester beats a couple. Well tackled in the end by Tuidraki. Moores!
Entry. No. Stay. Timo, check.
Mate, I'm going to show you a dangerous tackle by 13 green.
13 green. I can barely hear him, okay? Show to us.
Wow, that's a dangerous tackle by Lorenzo Julius. A little bit of a tip tackle doesn't bring him down safely. Oh, he's
This is the best angle.
Julius, isn't
Excellent.
he?
So we are here.
He has picked up
We have a tip tackle.
Ravula and dumped him. Beyond the parallel is probably the key words that will be used.
Okay, but the advantage was over, so we're still playing here. We are going over there. Excellent. So, captain, they already plays advantage. You already play advantage. I blow the penalty, and you come here. So it's going to stay the penalty over here. It's going to be the same bin for the number 13. Okay. Captain number 13, please. Number 13. It's a tip tackle. The legs pass the horizontal, alas with his shoulders. Got to be a yellow card under review. Okay? Yeah.
Can I ask something quickly?
Yeah.
Are we going to have a look at what happened here now?
That's a
He's still
yellow
watching.
card for South Africa.
Yeah, the
Number
clear from number 9.
13,
He's still looking. The
Lorenzo
TMO, keep looking. 10, please.
Just a penalty.
Yes, just a penalty.
Half time, eh?
Yes, it's stopped them.
Half time.
Entry.
Many questions, all have been answered now. The tap, the kick into touch from Liam Kun, bringing to a close the first 40 minutes in this hotly contested match. Not so much on the scoreboard perhaps, but the physicality uncompromising from either side. Fiji have come here to play, make no doubt about it. Disrupted on their way to South Africa, with 12 of their players had visa issues, but they'll be looking to sort it out on the field here. At half-time in South Africa, the lead by 31 points to 0 against the baby flying Fijians.
Almost limit the damage. They're under the cosh, they're battling at set base, the scrum is catastrophic. As a result, there have been errors in the back line, a couple of knocked on balls. Discipline has been a problem for them. They would have said, let's just settle it down, keep the ball in hand, make South Africa tackle, use our strength, carry it up strongly, keep it simple, and hopefully just edge our way back into this game a little bit.
Quickly, Joel, number 10 for South Africa, Liam Kun. What have you thought?
He looks like he's carrying an injury. His knee is heavily strapped for me and a little bit cumbersome sometimes. Knocked one or two at the back there. But he's got a massive boot, passes the ball beautifully.
Okay.
Looks like a player who can control
Captain,
things.
wait. Ready?
South Africa's 14 players take on Fiji's 15 to start the second half. And Kun gets us underway. Ooh, taken in and almost knocked down by Fiji. May holds on. Cleared by Nawai.
Great pickup.
Really good, Eren Abula. Wow.
Oh, not a great pickup. Oh, that's just the... You've just had that conversation in the tunnel, in the change room, and the first thing that happens is the scrum off throws it at your feet at 100 miles an hour. Oh.
Can you move it because of that?
You know, the other thing, we obviously, South Africans, we want the junior Springboks to do well, but we also want to see Fiji play and do well, and to see these players gaining confidence and growing and becoming stars of the future. Very hard for them right now. We want them to succeed, we want them to do well, and to see those mistakes continuously happening is heartbreaking for all of us.
Be patient, boys.
Getting your dance moves going there, are you?
Crouch. Bind. Set.
The celebration of rugby in Cape Town this evening, the final match of the day from Cape Town Stadium. The dominant scrum of the Baby Boks powering forward. No penalty advantage that time. Bull tries to feed Kun. He's juggled it and Fiji pounce on possession. Nawai, momentarily some space in behind the defensive line of South Africa. Players dropping back now. Fiji playing with ball in hand, but now they choose to go long through Basialo.
Oh, and that's carried back, I think. Yep, it is. So we're being told that B2, Fijian number 12, who went for an HI, is not coming back, which means Saver Guitar will remain on the field.
This is your mark. It's yours.
So that's two little mistakes in the opening moments of the second half. It's playing right into the hands of the men in green and gold. That's good. Sure.
A little bit of leeway.
I can't believe that's not true.
A little bit of leeway given when the opposition team does not contest. And some slight tweaks to the laws. And now Bacchus at the back of this rolling ball. Is he aware that he is compromised? Wrapping around him is Koroyari. Koroyari is going to look to hold on to this. Cannot. Not at all. Morse gets it away to Jacobs. Jacobs, who represents Biarritz in France. Around the corner comes Mpafi. Baby Box in striking distance again in spite of that numerical disadvantage. The inside ball to Bull, hard to bring down. Great tackle on him. Quick recycle, powering forward. Bacchus waits for his opportunity and drives over the line.
Well, sometimes you get what you deserve. When you start the second half as poorly as Fiji have, South Africa may be down a man, but they took advantage nicely of the errors that Fiji made, the loose passes, the knock-on, the kick into touch directly, and the power game of the Springboks never short, and that is a good little pick and go and carry from Bacchus.
Some strapping on the knee, some padding on the shoulder. Liam Kun to add another 2.
We don't see many kickers kick with that like curling ball action, as we see Bacchus driving over again. Yeah, we've spoken about some of the players that have shone so far this evening. We haven't spoken about the front row really. They're just so dominant. We should mention all of them. They're dominant at scrum time, and Bacchus is dominant in the tight loose.
Fiji get us back underway. Kikau, of course, returning to the field after a minor shuffling of their ranks following the yellow card for Fiji in that first half. Mikhail Damon not getting the strike he might have liked on that one. It's been fumbled, but fumbled backwards by Isikeli Basiyalo. Not a great pass. It's been disjointed from Fiji throughout the match, but they look to keep it moving at all times.
Turnover is good.
As is Fijian tradition, but what a turnover that is. The Baby Box winning back possession. Morse gets it free. Jacobs keeps it moving to Kun. Here's Van Heerden in the midfield. An intimidating figure, to be sure. Morse off to Hlekani. Just had to reach behind him to grab that one. Still beats the first defender, as he has done on pretty much every occasion he's touched the ball. Kun to Bull. In over the ball. Great work from Ravula. And the turnover is good, but it's scrappy thereafter from Fiji, immediately giving back possession through Neosali Lekitonga's kick. Hlekani almost meets his match there in the winger as Neosali Lekitonga chased his own kick upfield. Morse now preparing to respond in the air. Sends one high for Leo Clara to get after once more. Great on the kick chase. Basiyalo.
Great take, climbed up high and won the ball beautifully.
He's done it a couple of times under pressure throughout this match, the number 15, and he has been asked the question. Fired back by Nawai to Kikau.
Thank you.
Kikau goes long. Leo Clela, the recipient, not much support around him. He's happy to take it to the defensive line of the Fijians, who do bring him down eventually. Ball there for Morse. Here's their captain, Zach Porthen.
Release!
Morse slightly slower than he would have liked. Kun has an inside ball available in Van Heerden. Morse to Hlekani. Jacobs to Hlekani again. Great interplay from the forwards. Hlekani, who can play in the locks and on the flank.
Okay. No. Easy.
South Africa tries to just kick everywhere. They were taking a free kick or penalty from a decision that wasn't going his way. Beautiful, just a little interplay, little loop and run around from the
Number 8,
second rowers supporting each other well. So, better few minutes for Fiji as they've defended well. South Africa going to ground again over the ball. That's at least the third time they've been penalised for sealing. Got to stay on your feet.
Moses Ravula. He feeds Eren Avula. And it's a clean take-it line-out time from Fiji. Ubitao crashing up in the midfield, but meeting some concerted defense. Noai looking for the wraparound play. The pass is not quite on target. Great hands, those from Ravula. The chip over the top. And the bounce very kind for the baby flying Fijians. Ravula's there again. Hard-working hooker. What an opportunity for Fiji now. 15 against 14. They're in the red zone. Powering forward to Idraki. Look how close they are. Now Fiji are over.
Shouldn't be celebrating, but it's wonderful that they scored and got on the board. It was a really good try as well. Played from deep, little chip over the top, bounced nicely for Fiji. And then some real strong carries. And boy, they'll be delighted with that try. Well worked, the carries were strong, big strong carry from Tui Draki, and then not far to go, and that is a super little pick and go from Thangi Navanu. Oh, wonderful, wonderful strength, good body position, good support, great try. And they've broken the duck. No one likes to see a team zeroed.
Thank you, my friend.
Kickout's first shot at goal.
Kikau sends it straight through the posts, and Fiji have 7 points on the board.
Thank you.
Just shows that when you are focused, when you are doing things right, the results you can get. The bounce was lucky, it got them a little bit of go forward, but from there they built to the try beautifully, did Fiji.
Fanginavanua over the line for Fiji, and his coach Apisai Sailara very happy to see it. His first time in charge of the team. He was here last year with the Fijian coaching team. Kun with a great kick, contested by the baby box. Looked like Mahasha getting up and almost getting his hands on that ball. I think he affected the turnover a few moments earlier as well. Well, cutting back inside and getting expansive there. Kikau sends one over the top for himself. The chase there, Clela beats the first defender, but stopped by the captain, Nalani May. Morse to Jacobs. Under pressure, keeps the ball and does so very well, still crossing the gain line. Here's Kun. He knows he has Bester coming on a hard angle. And Porthen there to protect. Morse away to Van Heerden. Bacchus on the charge. Morse increasing the pace now. The baby box. Cutting back inside. A couple of defenders beaten. And Bacchus knocks it on. Looks like Mahasha making those steps. But Fiji have the chance to counter here. Crucial tackle that. It's all gone a bit fast and loose. Fiji over the ball. What a turnover from Leisure. To play a narrow blind there, but playing it with the boot, Nawai, and wisely so. He sends one high for Mikhail Damon, who's underneath that. Tries to measure his kick over the top, but getting back to cover. Bongidrao Kikau.
Here's the mark.
Julius will make his way back on. A massive changes coming off the bench here. Two changes, one change in the front row, couple in the backs. Could see will also make his way on. So here come the changes. Change at hooker. Luka Bacchus makes way.
Number 2.
Small comes on.
15.
Makes his way on.
And 10. Number 2.
Comes on.
15. 4 and 10. Substitution.
And Julius is back.
This is your match. This is yours.
That spells
Wait
danger.
for the whistle. Wait. Start from one. Okay. Turn back on.
Lorenzo Julius, the man they call Boogie, back on the field along with a raft of subs for the baby box. The feed to the line out. Class from Juan Small with his first action since entering the field. Morse gets it away to Small, who's there on the charge. Immediately into the action, the replacement front ranker. Here's Finca. Never says die in the tackle. Finca drives the team over the 22-meter line. Mahashe carries it forward. Morse to get it away now. So many willing runners. Small laying waste. Morse gets it free. Increasing pace on the ball being recycled from the ruck.
No.
Morse.
Thank you.
Porthen.
Barnage.
Deep in the red zone now, the baby box, and they have a penalty advantage.
You're perfect. We come offside.
Fresh legs and a bit of new
Offside. Number 6.
purpose, really. Showing some real urgency. Those guys who've just come off the bench fighting for positions in the starting lineup by the look of things.
Scrum, boys. Scrum. Turn off.
Shakani, I think, has made way for Kutsi. Trying to work out which of the backs have gone off. It looks like
Please, what do you need to do out there?
Julius
There's no
maybe
watch,
moved to
turn
the
off.
wing a little bit.
I will set to go.
It's Tyler Sepuri's coming out to the left wing. That's the other change. Buster looks like he's made his way off. Changes now for Fiji.
Okay, thank you. Time back
Fresh
on.
legs required for the men in white.
Scrum call.
And next up, things don't get any easier for Fiji because they play another team that plays in
You
white.
come to be in the left.
England,
There you are. Thank you very
champions
much.
of the under-26 nations.
Change of front row is Chisadeli makes his way on.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Alarm bells should be ringing for the Fijian side. Options either side as Morse gets it away, comes on the loop and feeds Julius. Julius hunted by his opposite number, Calavetti, with a crucial tackle.
Great defense this time round. Took the space, numbered up, kept the shoulders and the hips facing the ball carrier, made the tackle. A little bit lateral from South Africa. It made it a fraction easier, but really,
Let's go, Fiji.
really solid defense from Fiji.
Very well played in the end by Fiji, sending one over the top. A lineup which has been under pressure. Not so much pressure as the scrum, but plenty of pressure all the same. Kick out.
And also, one forgets though, for that line out to work, you need some deception at the line out on the Fijian second rowers. Ran to the front, looked like they were going to jump the ball and over the back. South Africa followed. Good exit. The kick could have been a little bit longer, but not a bad exit at all. Good exit strategy.
Back.
Wonderful feed to the line out from Juan Small. The service to Van Heerden has continued since Luca Bacchus has left the field, and now some go forward at more time for the baby box. Morse told to use it now, and he doesn't get a second warning anymore. He must send it to Bull. That shoulder suspiciously high in the tackle, and it's been knocked on thereafter.
Yeah, double knock on, you
Yes,
would think.
forward, I agree. Then down white.
Yes, exactly.
Scrum, white ball.
First knock on by green and gold. He's a little high, isn't it? Man coming around the corner, Tyler Sepur not able to hang on. So I did say just after half time or in the break that what you can expect is when the bench starts coming on, a little temporary loss of rhythm, loss of momentum, and we've seen that at the moment. A couple of changes, 4 changes a few minutes ago, and
He's good.
just not as smooth as they were in the first half. The junior Springboks. It'll come though as they settle. Missed tackles for Fiji, 27. That's a big number.
Boy. Set.
Solid set from both sides. Fiji managing away to just make it good enough to stay alive. Mahasha hacks one through and it's been hacked away by Kikau. Untidy stuff.
Thank you, Rubes.
Oh, he didn't want that one, did he?
What happened that side?
Although it's got to be said, his last clearance kick probably about the same distance. So
Thank you, mate.
the option didn't work too badly for him. But dangerous tactic.
Oh, small feeds coming down in a compromised position. JF Van Heerden. All's well that ends well, and Bull goes charging into contact.
He's good.
The turnover is brilliant. So quick from Koroyari. And Fiji back in possession, but how do they approach this now? Attacking from their own 22-meter line. Sweet relief of a penalty.
Off it, number 3.
It's not the first time that Simon Koroyari has made a good steal and done it as quickly and comfortably as he did there. Very quick to get hands on the ball, make the rip, take it away. Good jackling. That's a better kick. Casper Badenhorst and Devon Fuller being prepped to come on the field any minute now. 2 more big men with fresh legs.
The line-out goes horribly wrong for Fiji that time, and Small there to snatch the bouncing ball out of the air. Morse finds Bull. Bull gets past the first defender. In over the ball. Yet again, this time is Nassau.
Joshua Bull is a real handful, isn't he? He's like, I know it's a poor putt, but he is like a bull in a china shop. He's just so hard to bring down. He just makes that extra yard. He just gets over the gain line, presents the ball well. Look at this. He should have been stopped before that. He still made another 8 or 10 meters.
Small to feed the line out. Van Heerden, how many lineouts has he taken today? And each and every one clean into the palms, setting up that rolling maul, and the baby box getting some serious and significant go forward. Can Morse get a clean presentation? Oh yes, he can. Great stuff. And here on the angle, Bester with the offload for Finka.
Yes, forward.
I think he lost it. He did. So close. It was one of those passes that hung out in front of him, but he just couldn't get to it. It just sort of looped and then dipped and dropped down. And this will be a good angle. Nice move again. It's almost blocking as well. Oh. So close. Dangerous little move that as well, because there's a runner in front. It's so close to blocking and taking the defender out. Timing was good though. Fiji will have to scrum in front of their poles.
Crouch. Boy.
7-all in the second half. It's been nice and competitive.
Oh, tremendous work at scrum time from Fiji to keep that one under control, all things being considered from what's been happening for the rest of the match. And Koroyari, very effective at picking up off the base of that scrum. Ulimbao on the charge there. Difficult pass to handle for Kalavetti. Haven't seen much of the outside center, and the clearance will keep the pressure on Fiji. An attacking line out for the baby box.
Some off. Okay, number 3 and 5 substitutions. And number 5. Number 5, yes. Substitution. Yeah. Who's going to be the captain?
2 linchpins come from the field, and 2 exciting prospects come onto it. J.F. van Heerden, a tower of power, and Zachary Porthen, the captain of this under-20 South African side, substituted.
Yeah, that's about player maintenance, isn't it? 2 of the stars of this team being whipped off and protected. Done their bit. 60 minutes is a good run. It's a good outing. Very effective 60 minutes. Get them off, look after them. Big games to come. Must-win games to come where you need and want your stars to be fresh, fit, and ready to take on the opposition.
Turn back on. Let's take 2 meters back.
Small feeds the line out. Cape Town-born replacement hooker, and that's off the ball, charging through again. The pass does not hit the target, and Fiji scramble to get their hands on the ball. Can they clear their lines in a way that won't invite the team in green and gold back into the red zone right away? The feed from Kurembau. Not a great clearance kick at all, that. And now with another chance to get his stepping going, Leo Tlela shut down Morse. Off to the new player, Casper Badenhorst. Great run. Morse to get it free again. Kutsia on the charge, making meters with every carry right now. The under-20 South African side, Sefor sends it wide. Bester waiting for the cross kick. Fiji marshal it, keep it in field. Can they counter from here? Well, the kick in the end, ill-advised and ill-placed as well, as Sefor is driven into touch.
Easy, boys, easy.
Joel, as you warned, game losing a little bit of shape.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It does happen. It's a natural progression, isn't it? With
Number
changes
10.
coming, and think about how the teams train during the week. That the starting 15 probably train together 90% of the time, with the bench spending maybe 10% in there. And all of a sudden, 60 minutes in, that bench has got to come in and look like the starting 15s. Not always what happens. Tyler Sefor is in that 10 position. The corner left the field a little bit earlier. Everybody was carrying an injury. It just looked like he wasn't 100%. Not surprised he's gone off.
William Bow feeds the line out, not to his satisfaction, surely. It's picked up by his opposite number, Small. And once more, the home team is on the front foot in the red zone, but still haven't managed as many points as they were able to rack up in the first half. The Fijian defense standing strong. A few turnovers as well, and some mistakes from the home team. Crawling forward, Divan Fuller. Fiji desperately trying to get hands on the ball for the turnover at each and every breakdown, and they are successful this time around.
Been a gutsy second half, hasn't it? Started the second half so bad, he did, Fiji. A couple of mistakes in front of their poles, conceded an early try, and since then, that's not a good kick, that's another terrible mistake, but since then they've been gutsy at the breakdown and gutsy in defense.
Lorenzo Julius gets it to Bester. Tremendous hands for Morris, who keeps it in field and keeps it in play. Oh boy, taking a chance there, Tumberi. And under pressure now, Fiji. The South Africa under-20 come piling in, but the baby flying Fijians have protected the ball by hook or by crook. And they'll hit their big number 8 from a standing start behind the line. Not ideal for Koroyadi.
Use it!
Does just enough to get over that try line, and now the clearance kick must come from Kurembau. Only as far as Sefor, not finding touch. Charging forward there, Mahashe. Did well to go forward in that tackle, getting man and ball. Sefor sent it wide to Bull. Bull on the outside for Leo Tlela. Cuts back in. Can he get to ground? He can in the end. The hard-working number 14. Morse. For Sefor. Oh, yes. That was some fantastic defense led by Sharma.
No, you are taking him. You are taking him.
Morse. Happy to be careful with the slower ball, and Sefor feeds Jacobs. powers forward in the tackle. And now the Baby Box will look to increase the pace of those ruts. Bull makes meters again. Here they are on the brink once more. Can they convert this time around? Morse struggling to get it free. Small to Mahashe.
It's like a war zone. There's players lying everywhere. Cramp, a couple of injuries.
Easy. Yeah. Let's check with them on that. Yeah, but I'm going to escalate because there's too many penalties in this area. It's the number 20 yourself. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah. It's for HIA, number 14. For HIA. Oh, okay. Number 14. It's over there. Okay, thank you. Number 1, South Africa.
Will be delighted with the spirit, the guts and the heart that his team have shown in the second half. South Africa have just kept on coming. They have manned up and stood firm in defence for the bulk of it. Looks like he's making his way back on. Ruan Swat coming off now for South Africa, changing the backs as well. And scrum off as Zika Nkubani comes on for Asad Moose.
Just a dangerous tackle by 20 White, mate.
Yeah. You're on the screen if you want to see.
Coming up now.
You'll see him coming around the corner on Asad Moose. Or in fact, that's the tackle that's being examined by the number 20, Kuru Theke.
For a high tackle. Yeah. He's around the neck and he twists it. It's going to be a yellow card for me. Are we happy?
Yeah.
Captain, I'm number 20.
Isn't it? It's not much more than that.
Number 20. We have too many penalties around this area. And we have another high tackle. Yeah. It's dangerous to be under review.
Oh, under the caution, down to man again.
This is the mark here. We need to wait.
Sorry?
We need to wait him, go outside. With my whistle, okay?
Okay.
High tackle.
Juan Small with the tap and go on the back of that penalty. Fiji down to 14. Surely they must strike now, the Baby
We
Box.
have no con here. We need to roll first.
Seemingly in a bit of a hurry, the Baby Box go again through Morse. Jacobs with an impactful run. They're on the brink yet again. Now the pick and go comes from Tabang, T-Bang and Pafi.
Say they're short.
Stop short. Oh, the Baby Box have gone again, and this time they're in.
Well, hard to stop, so close to the line. Good, powerful performance. Fiji down a man. Mahashe was the man who scrambled and got the try. Well, it was strong play, wasn't it? It's just brute force that's got them over the line. Fiji running out of defenders, not able to stop the good, strong body position, the low position, the strong leg drive, and good effort from Nassau, but to no avail.
Tyler Safour, the Cape Townian born replacement fly half, adds another 2 to the board for the flying Baby Box now, who are dismantling the baby flying Fijians. Down to 14 players yet again, the young under-20s of Fiji. Understandably disappointed, Namani Kuruteke. Up and away from Fiji. Lands in the welcoming arms of Tian Jacobs.
Ball was out.
It's all happening
First
there.
knock on by white, then by green, scrum, green ball.
Those mistakes just continue to pile up.
Okay, thank you. The yellow card remains yellow card, okay? Well done. Your ball, yes. Crouch! Point! Set!
No 8th man in place for Fiji. Can they hold on?
Scrum penalty. Stood firm and solid, but I think he must have had a knee or a hand on the ground. The referee, Rivero, seemed to indicate. Scrum being a real area of concern for
Here's your mark.
this Fijian coaching team. It's all good at this point. Yep, he gets that knee down and then the elbow goes as well.
Smile to feed. The lineouts have been outstanding from the baby box.
Forwards for South Africa, carrying like backs. Strong and powerful, good decision making. Realised there was going to be a shift in defence, through the dummy and through he went. Numbers out wide. Julius with a good pass, and look at this. Oh, yep, just held it. Could have offloaded there, and then the offload was just timed perfectly. Too strong, too big, too fast, too accurate. Oh, it's a beautiful little show and go. The double pump dummy sort of got the defender going, and then that little offload, unstoppable. And now, as we said, the last 10 minutes, those tries might come once the bench settles. That's exactly what's happened. Safur will have a shot here to convert. Try number 7. Oh, he's just pulled it.
On debut, Likona Finta with his first try for the South African under-20 side. But it's all down to Mahashe running free. $50 up for the baby box, but the number 7 down, Tabang Mpapi.
Got a little bit of cramp though, so not really down, nothing serious, just a bit of fatigue sneaking in. He has run his socks off tonight.
Perfect. Turnover is good.
Turnover is good. So frantic at the breakdown there as Mahasha was tackled. It's a crunching hit and the player stayed down. Oh, we need treatment immediately. Fiji, yes, let's stop the match.
second half tries. It started in the 44th minute. Luca Buckus just popping over. Then Fiji got onto the scoreboard with the front row forward. What a run he made there. Gangi Navanua. South Africa then took a while to settle. Shad was who got their sixth try with a little pick and go close to the line. Strong and boisterous, just unstoppable from that close. He then made the running as Finca scored the last try of the first half today. That little dummy, the show and go. Then the little pop inside. The fans were on their feet, as were we, mind you. Commanding performance from the Springboks under-20 side.
Lekona Finca was not a part of the team that went with South Africa to the inaugural under-20 rugby championship held down under in Queensland on the Sunshine Coast. But we are having one look at how this injury came to be.
So that's where the injury came. A little hip to head. I think he's taken a bump on the head there, and more a knocked out concussion issue than anything else, we hope. Never nice to see a player injured, but it is part of the game of rugby union. The best medical treatment will be administered to Ngubani, who is the man who's gone down, Ezekiel Ngubani. We wish him a speedy recovery as he makes his way off. The fans, though, before they make their way home, will look to maybe see one or two more tries this evening. Still a matter of 6 or 7 minutes to go, I think. Well, you look back on today, a couple of contenders, aren't there? Ireland were really good, the games we've seen. France were dominant, granted, against a weak Spanish side, but the Irish side looked polished. They looked sophisticated like their senior side. Looked after the ball, big, strong and powerful. Came around the corners well. Second, third wave of attack, well orchestrated, well executed. Springboks have played their game, strong at scrum, strong at line out set phase, strong on the gain line. A couple of dominant tackles, everything you expect from South African rugby teams. Awfully hard structure to get through to the semi-finals. End of the pool, it's the top 3 teams and in each pool, and the best placed second team that goes straight to the semis. So you can't really afford to slip up in any pool game.
Fangi Navanua back onto the field in the #1 jersey. We wish a speedy recovery to Ezekiel Ngobeni, highly talented replacement, #9, can also play on the wing.
Crouch. Boys.
So 9.5 minutes, 10 minutes to go.
Set.
Game's about over, but a chance for Fiji to play for pride.
Holding their own at scrum time, 7 against 8. They've done well there. The switch play and the hard run from Kalavetti, who's had precious few opportunities this evening. Under the lights in Cape Town. Great defense there. Bedlam at the breakdown, but Fiji get it free all the same. The rush defense of the Baby Boks has been beaten this time around, and the pass to the outside just can't be brought in. Finca has to clear the try line before going to ground, and Morse now will send it to the big boys to truck up a couple of meters to create a better angle for the kick possibly, and Morse sends it back to Safur.
Not been too much space for those flying Fijian backs to get their hands into the space as they go again. We'll come back to that in a second.
Just cutting inside the injured player, and Salambiao brought to ground. Turnover for Assad Morse. It's all about technique, John.
Oh, it is. Little fella's getting in there.
Easy.
Salambiao not had too much opportunity as the junior box looked to go. What I was going to say is, Fijians, you know, you mentioned Randrandra, who made his sort of name here at one of the under-20 tournaments in the Fijian team that really struggled, and he's gone on to be one of the world-class superheroes of the game. And the outside backs, we know how good they can be, we know the skill and the talent levels. We see them on the sevens field, we see them every now and then on the 15s. Not really been too much space for the outside backs tonight. There was a little hint of it there though, wasn't there? A little glimpse of what these Fijian outside backs can do given some space.
Please, your mark. Thank you. Your mark.
Assad Moores, his night is not done, back onto the field. And continuing to compete. Great take at line-out time from Keanu Kutsia. The perfection of the line-outs of the baby box continues here in the second half. Well, the scrums seem to have lost some of their power and dominance. Bull getting around the first defender. He's got options to the inside. Small. Now Morse on the outside. Morse for the corner.
Well, a bit of a gaping hole down the blind side there, perfectly exploited. Little double pump again, and then realizing he didn't have the gas, gave it to him worse than he is in. Smart play again. Oh, it's a beautiful double pump, making sure the defender has to come. I mean, was that Johan Small, I think, with the quick hands, realizing that he's not going to have the pace to get there. Give it to someone faster. Assad Morris in at the corner. Deserve a try, actually. He's cleared well up on the base. He's been nuggety at scrum off, carries it around the corner, draws in defenders before offloading to the big carriers. Had a good evening.
Tough one for Tyler Safur.
Not that tough, he's nailed it from the corner.
AKA Machine, converting the try.
Well, it's really smart play there from Juan Small. Got the pass, could have had a go, realised he wasn't going to make it, just gave it straight to the Foster man, and in he went.
Even though the flanks can step now, Joel, there's still a reason to have backline players.
Well, you still need some pace. They may be able to, those big second rows can step and pass and go, but every now and then you need a bit of pace. Was he back on again? Mikel Damon, who went off really suffering with a bit of cramp earlier, has come back on. That's well taken. Almost went into touch on the full.
Sorry. Please, your mark.
They'll be hoping to pull it all together in their next match. Fiji, that is for sure, taking on England at the Athlone Stadium. But the final pool match will be against Argentina. And that might be the one that they're targeting for victory. Small taking his time, making sure everything is organized, and hits Keanu Kutsia once again. The lineouts have truly been exemplary from the home team. Fiji looking to stop the rolling maul. Morse takes it away and sends it high. The kick chasers might have preferred just a touch more depth on that. Fiji able to secure possession. Great clean out of the ruck time as well. Korombao sent it to Erina Vula.
Play advantage. Go rolling away.
Korombiao with a penalty advantage waiting.
Oh, there was a queue of players out on the outside there. Just couldn't move the ball fast enough. Fiji tap and go.
And Korombiao at the heart of that again. Good strong run from Kultheke, and the baby flying Fijians finding their feet late on here. Another big hit from the green and gold.
Play on, he's with the foot.
It's all untidy. Another strong tackle from Lorenzo Julius, the tireless outside center. Cleared by Korombiao. A lot of effort, but very little progression at the moment for the Fijians. Now caught well behind the gain line. Ubitao has to fight his way through the contact. Quick ball required for Fiji. Got to compromise this defensive line of the baby box. Korombiao Sends it open side. A couple of numbers on the outside here for Fiji if they can get around. He's got to pass the ball, and Kalavetti dragged down. Now they still have something to work with on the blind, but the baby box getting there in cover. Niusala Lekitonga dragged down in the tackle, approaching the opposition 22-meter line. Can Fiji retain their composure here, put together a couple of phases and find their way over the try line? Employ those flamboyant skills for which they are so well known. Pick and go from Nassau. Korombiao. Whoa, once again, the on-rushing defender, Finka, beaten by a quick pass from Fiji.
Dennis Nakon. Just forward.
The error comes again in the end from the baby flying Fijians, not for the first time.
Really?
And the home fans will be satisfied with the result. 57 points to 7 as it stands. Greater challenges lie ahead, to be sure. Argentina on Thursday, the 4th of July, from the famous Darnie Craven Stadium in Stellenbosch. And then on the 9th of July against England at the Athlone Stadium in what may prove to be a decisive match in this pool. This being Pool C, which features South Africa, Fiji, England and Argentina. Well, there is a double World Cup winning hero, Willie the Roo, not from these parts, but loved all over the country. They came to have a good time, and they're certainly not missing out. Wow, they've been made to work hard, Fiji, and look at them just leading the tackle stats. The full top 5 of players playing in white. Sharma chief among them. He has been absolutely everywhere, the number 7. Just down getting some treatment. Number 8, Simon Koroyadi, who has been working hard. Anytime that the Fijians have had some positive possession, he's been able to pick up from the base of that scrum and move forward, get them over the gain line to initiate their attacks. It's building on that continuity, which has been the problem.
Okay, he's over there.
So the clock truly ticking down now. We're heading towards the final 2 minutes of the match. And both sides will surely be happy to leave these last 2 minutes without any more injuries and heading into their next matches with a positive attitude.
Go into the space, huh? Both of you, into the space. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Small, Nchanga and Badenhorst in the front row for the baby box. At the back, it is still Tian Jacobs. And what an impact he's had every time he's carried the ball forward.
Yes, it!
Assad Morse taking his time and sending it high. Good protection from Fiji around the potential ball recipient, but the knock-on has come from the team in white, and it will be a put into the scrum to the baby box.
Easy, my boys.
It's party time in Cape Town for the fans that have come to fill up the stands. Rugby galore coming over the next few weeks with the World Under-20 Championship back in South Africa for a second consecutive year.
Yeah, you go into the space. He's going to the other space. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Assad Morse to feed the scrum.
Yes. You're okay? There's no stability. There's no stability. So we need to move here.
So this surely now will be the final play of the game.
You're 6.
15 seconds left on the clock.
6 of you need to be stable. Come on. Be patient.
Fiji have brought the scrum battle into the balance in the second half. They'll be very encouraged by that, whereas the baby box will be looking to make sure that their dominance continues when they replace that stellar front row that they start with.
Crouch!
Hooters sounded. Assad Morse prepared to feed the scrum. Not satisfied to kick it into touch. He feeds Bull. Charging forward yet again, making meters every time, crossing the game line at will. Knock-on advantage being played to the home team. Finta gets it away to Jorenzo Julius, deals with the first defender.
Goes forward by Green.
And that handling error will bring a close to proceedings here in the final match of the day at Cape Town Stadium in Greenpoint. What a day we have enjoyed, and in the end it is the home side satisfying the home fans and feeding the party atmosphere here in the Greenpoint region. Zachary Pawson leading his team to success today, the captain of his side, and what a leader he has proven to be. That time spent in the inaugural Under-20 Rugby Championship down in Australia surely has prepared this team to be as clinical as they've appeared in their first match, faltering last time around in 2023 when they came in somewhat unprepared and usually finding momentum as the series continues. Similarly so, the rest of the Southern Hemisphere sides who have had that chance to align themselves, to calibrate themselves, to compete more effectively with the Northern Hemisphere teams who have been dominating this competition in recent years. What a performance, though, from the Baby Box. They will be exceedingly happy heading into their next match against Argentina on Thursday, hoping to start